Alright, good lord, it has been a long time since I've played this, but welcome back to Splatoon 3 Side Order DLC. You're probably wondering what has taken me so long to do another episode. You could tell by the fact that all those lockers were open, you could probably figure out what I've done. Every single pallet is done. All of them. You notice that there is an empty slot there. You got 8th pallet. Try switching weapons with the pallet. Change pallet. Lockers turned into 8th pallet? I did not expect that. Kind of weird that your pallet was the lockers themselves, 8. There's the last one, yeah? We just gotta reconfigure and we're done here. Wait, something's odd about your pallet, 8. It seems a bit resistant to hacking. In fact, the more hacks you have active, the fewer color chips you can set. That does wrench to the usual plan. I like it. Alright, 8. First check with Marina to see if you can live without any of those hacks. Then we'll get to your pallet to the top of the spire, no sweat. Max number of color chips, 6. Oh, God. I see how this works now. I see how this works now. I see the game you're playing, game. Okay. Alright. We do have one thing we need to do before we jump right in. And that is all of these little things. I love that you can see the view of the images, though. It's great. The Final Fest image there. We got a bunch more, though. We're busy prepping for our world tour. Seems like we never run out of things to take care of. There really aren't many hills Pearl cares to die on. When it comes to music, she gets real serious. I take her music seriously, too, and sometimes we both feel so strongly about something that turns into a fight. That part's never fun. But when it comes to our art, we have to be true to ourselves, no compromises. Oh, speaking of the tour, Pearl let me know we're taking Agent 8 with us. 8 seems psyched to join up. If we're this busy now, wait until the tour actually starts. We'll need all the help we can get, so this is a big relief. I know we can count on Agent 8. Now, I put all my energy into making new songs. The power! Project members update. I finished the prototype with the virtual world I'm tentatively calling the Memverse. All that's there for now is a recreation of Inkopolis Square. The idea for it is to be a temporary storehouse for memories. Still struggling with the bigger job of extracting data Kamaboko system. It's tougher than I thought. The world tour schedule is finalized, and Pearl is in rare form. She seemed even more driven since things started to take shape. It's great to see. Took the day off to go for a walk in Inkopolis Square. I'm seeing more Octolings like me around than ever, which is exciting. There's real progress in the Octoling movement to make it to the surface. What if Agent 8 and I escaping had any influence on that? It's a nice thought, at least. Though, of course, plenty of Octolings are still stuck in the ground. Oh, and on the subject of Octolings, I finally cracked Kamaboko's system. First thing I did was pull up all the data on Octolings, Octarians, and anyone else Kamaboko got their claws into. The Kamaboko operated the deep sea metro for a very long time. They kept people under their control through a process called sanitization. Positive that everyone I knew at the training program or my old job has been sanitized by now. I want to help them. I will help them. After all, that's the whole point of Project Memverse name bending. Digging through Kamaboko's system, I finally yielded Commander Tartar's top secret files. Firmer grasp on how sanitization works, I'll lay it all out here. Sanitization extracts the subject's thoughts and memories. These are saved as memcakes. Post-sanitization, the structure housing in the subject's soul is left as a hollow husk. Injecting dummy information into that husk enables total control of the original subject. It confirms my theories, but I hate being right about this. How awful. Because sanitization have also caused Agent 8's memory loss. The good news, there is hope. If we could return memcakes to a sanitized soul, it might reverse the process and restore the subject's self. There's a little fire under me. Project Memverse title TK is officially launching. Cuttlefish hinted at souls once or twice. Sounds like he wasn't being metaphorical. He knows more than I can give him credit for, but it's not all research with me. Off-hook is going great too. Everything is ready for the world tour, including our songs. We've been killing it in rehearsals. Poor Paul doesn't know what to do with a free moment anymore. I'm always catching her bouncing with anticipation. The sooner our tour kicks off, the better. There's so much good in my life that my heart might burst. Also, I love this art so much. This is hopeless. I have no way to determine who any of these memcakes belong to. I started off analyzing memcakes for Agent 8 Cuttlefish, and then I did a large-scale survey of memcakes I found in Kamaboko's warehouse, or rather its trash dump. But none of that helped me match the memcakes their owners. It wasn't bad enough. Their orders are hard to trace. I can't rule out that a single memcake could have made from multiple Ocklings mixed together. So now what? I'm not yet to the point where I can return these memcakes to their owners, even if I tried. Would it have killed Commander Tara to manage data properly? It's feeling like a dead end, so it's time to change my approach. And better news, Off the Hook's world tour is getting closer. 8 is really shouldering a lot of the last minute load for us. That's been just what I needed. Oh, and about 8, I always kind of felt like Agent 8 was too formal to say all the time. The other day, I took the plunge and called out, "Hey 8," and got the widest smile in return. Mission success. Aw, that's cute. No idea if I can't get the... Ooh, I like that. If I can't get this in a match of memcake to its soul, what if I get the memcake itself to do the work? All that thoughts and memories would have to do is return to the natural form. Then that's an idea worth exploring. So in practical terms, by taking the thoughts and memories stored in memcakes and mixing them up further, then setting them up with the basic framework of a soul, in theory they could sift through them and select the ones where they belong. I don't see a way to do all that in the real world, but if I can convert the memcakes into data that I can upload to a virtual space, this is something more doable. Project members, name may change, is back on. I never thought I'd see the day when the members' virtual world I created would serve an actual purpose, though I haven't really touched it since finishing the prototype. I hope it'll do what I need it to. Members development notes. Secure required processing power by tapping Kamaboko's mainframe. Use the members' prototype virtual world to gather memcake data for later world expansion. Access confirmed within the Kamaboko internal network. Set up external access via standard C cucumber phone. Users set color chips from general memory index into a palette basic copy of their soul and establish a connection with compatible memories. Adversity proven effective for memory retention. Users to repeat tasks to make memories stick. Once the memories are sufficiently locked in, complete processing. All proposed steps so far have been verified down the line. Might be good to represent these steps as climbing a tower. One task is 1 floor, top floor processing complete. If user reaches top floor, the experiment is success. User soul returns to its original state with its own thoughts and memories. Create dedicated avatars as special roles to ensure smooth operation of the avatars by members management, user guidance, system security. Pearl drone. My members got this. I work on it in earnest. I need to put some operators. Put in some operators pretty soon. I'll handle system management myself, and I think user guidance would be a great fit. But Pearl, it's really cool. All starting together. I'll put myself at the top of the tower, so Pearl has to climb it to get the user to me. Wait, would that make me like a storybook princess? Now I have to do it. But it's a tower worth the climb, brave Pearl. All that experience making training stages from my days as a tutor at the training program is about to pay off. After all, I want this tower to be a good experience for the users. So all these levels are made by Marina. Okay. But I still need someone to handle member security for the members. Maybe I can ask that person Cuttlefish introduced me to for help there. Wait, A will volunteer to be the first test subject. I better not forget about the Off the Hook World Tour. It's 2 short months away now. And time for music and the members. So presumably Agent 4 was going to be the security personnel. We're told to start. It's a lot of work and a lot of fun, but I love being Off the Hook so much. That's so cute. I love that. I think I have time for a major project while on tour. I'm writing this way past midnight to be venting without screaming, so let it wake everyone up. I had an idea right before bed I wanted to get done before I forgot. So to my computer, and the next thing I knew, hours had gone by. What am I doing? Pearl and the tour staff are relying on me. I can't tell them sorry, no show today. I forgot to sleep. Well, we're taking a break once the first half of the tour is over, so maybe I can buckle down and finish this then. In fact, no maybes about it. This Octoling can do anything. But for now, project members, final title pending, is on the back burner. You know, I don't have time to do the whole thing by myself during the tour break. That's what friends are for. Now, plenty of engineers from the old days who jump at the chance to help. I hope so, anyway. Oops, I think I see the first rays of dawn out there. I've really got to get some sleep. Good night. 2 more. It's all finished. Project members, which I've given the final title, Dramatic Days in Orderland, is ready to launch. Outlook's World Tour is on. It's been midway break, so I've been putting all the energy in development with so much time in my hands. I've gotten carried away and maybe took it too far. But everything's looking good for me to help 8 and the other victims of Kamaboko get their memories back. I need to let Pearl and everyone know the good news right away. One last note so I don't forget. There we go. As I was messing around to make C-Cuber phones a viable access terminal, I found a security hole. In theory, someone could exploit and pull anyone with a C-Cuber phone into members against their will. I remember to warn the phone company about this. Oh no. Tomorrow is the finally the trial launch for Manic Days Orland. It will be our first set so we put the system through its paces. We can't guarantee there's any unknown risk, but 8's more than happy to help out. Anyway, this is much for me. 8 being 8, I'm sure to getting to the top of my tower will be like playing on easy mode. I hope 8's memories return. Fingers crossed. Pearl is running us too. She doesn't seem to get what it's all about, but she's usually down for whatever. Together, the two of us will make sure 8 gets through it safe. 8 is just the beginning. If this goes well, all come out because victims can get their cells back and have fun while they do it. I'm so excited that I have no idea how to sleep between now and tomorrow. That's the mind control helmet that you can get in Grisco in Splatoon 2. Oh, yeah, I got all the stickers. Okay, yup. Huh. Now, I'm gonna give a couple thoughts on that. I don't think Marina realized... I guess she did see the security hole. That's how everyone's pallets that are over here got in. So... However, I'm going to pause the recording for a moment, because I'm going to be bringing in a guest, because they wanted to watch me do Agent 8's pallet, so give me one moment. And we're back, and I have the guest who wanted to watch me suffer. You may introduce yourself. Don't hurt yourself. I know you're still sick.
No, I'm good.
Fair enough.
That didn't hurt at all. It actually didn't.
Okay, good.
Hello. I'm here to watch this because I myself have attempted this challenge. I did it with hacks, and did pretty good, actually. It was very easy with hacks. Without hacks, I died fairly early, and I'm actually going to fact-check myself and check exactly what floor I died on.
There's a skip floor button. I'm not going to do the skip floor button.
I think... Isn't that a hack?
No, it's an option. Normally it would be under Y. Just says skip floor.
I don't remember that being a thing.
I'm gonna do mobile drone. I'm not gonna lean on the drone a lot, but I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah. I did this fairly close to launch, so...
Fair enough.
You know, my experience might have been different than what yours will be.
Okay, we got a fairly easy one to start.
Oh, great. I get to watch the news.
It's because there's a challenge going on.
Yeah, there is. Because I didn't have to watch the whole news.
Ow.
The thing is, I don't mind it. Like, get wanting players to know about the challenge, but I'm just coming in to check one thing.
Ouch. The enemies do be damage. They do damage. They hurt. At least I have a good special and sub weapon at least. Could be a lot worse.
Okay, damn, alright. I lied to you.
Oh?
The first time I tried hackless, I made it to the 3rd floor and died to one of the small enemies. The second time, I made it to floor 20 and died to Pinging Miracle.
You died to the ball. You died to the ball.
But I also almost beat it on the second try, so maybe you'll be okay. I hope you'll be okay. I'm not wishing for your downfall here.
Yes. Special charge, if I want to get that.
I appreciate them making the mute button smaller, so it's harder to click when I'm trying to disguise my gross sick noises as to not disgust the audience.
Do you not have
I'm glad they
hotkeys?
made the,
Do you not have
fucking
hotkeys?
no. I don't have any hotkeys left.
Fair enough.
I've used all of my keys. I have a small keyboard, you know this.
Fair enough, I forgot.
I have 39% less keys than everyone else. And that's by choice, because it gives more desk room. And I like this keyboard. I probably should hotkey it, though. I'm not exactly using page up and page down.
To left. Die. There we go.
Man, in the not Doctor Who poster that we were talking about earlier, someone in the comments says Doctor Who always has a shit first year when a new showrunner takes the run.
This is
No,
not a new showrunner, though.
not really.
And also, yeah, that's very
Yeah.
wrong.
They say, look at RTD Series 1 with Chris in. Series 2 comes around, David is the 10th Doctor, and the show flies. No.
No, that's
Series
wrong.
1 was amazing. Series 2 is almost universally agreed to be weaker in many areas. They say that Matt Smith's Series 5, his first series, is the weakest of his run, when Series 6 was panned for being confusing, and Series 7 is just hated in general. What do you mean? Like, I'm fine with this person because they say, like, they're essentially saying, hey, people do care about this new series, and I'm excited for it. So it's like, okay, I see your point, but please, if you're gonna be saying good shit, try not to be factually incorrect.
So far, so good. Made it to floor 4 with only 2 hats on. I have a damage reduction, so I don't get 1 shot, basically, and then I have 2 extra lives, so I don't get 1 shot. Vending machine corner. I'm gonna
I
take
just saw
every
something I
vending
never
machine.
expected to see in my entire life.
No,
I'm gonna exit this thread now.
Good idea. I'm going to take as few vending machine corners as possible, unless it's right before a boss.
That's
Or
fair.
like the scripted one. Because I want to get as many chips as I can.
Do you want to know what I just saw, or should I save it for later?
Save it for later, so you don't get angry. Angrier.
I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. Which is
Oh.
arguably worse.
True.
And slightly disturbed.
Fair.
It's not graphic content, don't worry.
Good. Okay.
Picking a lot of tower control, huh?
It just kind of happens that way, yeah.
I mean, they're not bad.
Yeah, they're probably the
As
easiest.
weird as it is to say, even though I do think that there isn't enough, level variance in terms of geometry, I do actually like all of the level types inside of the mod.
Yeah.
I think Side Order does have a lot of good to it, even though I've said that I think Octo's better. Octo does have, nostalgia bias, though, if we're being realistic.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well,
I
you
just
got
don't wanna-
farther than I did on my first attempt. Good job.
Yeah.
Now, can you get farther than I did on my second attempt?
That's the plan. I think sticky egg might be a good idea.
Oh, and also, just in the interest of transparency, I did beat it on the first try with hacks. So,
Yeah, I'm doing this with as minimal hacks as possible.
yeah.
Not 0, but
I think
minimal.
you want to do no hacks again, but I think I'm gonna suck because I haven't played Side Order in a while.
Get back here.
I don't even remember what you get. You just get a badge that you can have.
I think it was a badge, yeah. Okay, where is? Okay, down there.
It's down there.
Yay!
I was gonna say I was surprised you didn't see it. You looked right at it.
I saw the one up there. I wanted to try and see if I could. Oh grub. Oh no. Oh no. Damn it.
Oh,
Okay.
first step. Yep. I told you you'd need an extra life.
Yep, that's why I got it. Oh, at least I get to do the fun. At least I get to do the fun tech that I always do. Ah, damn it, I missed.
Hey, nice one.
The weapon spread is too wide for this. I'm used to it being much tighter.
Welcome to the unhacked Octoshot. God, that reminds me. When I've been watching Chugga's Splatoon 1 playthrough, he said that the Octoshot in Splatoon 1 was based off of the fucking wasabi, and I have no idea if that's true.
I wouldn't know, unfortunately.
From what I've gathered, it's always been the 10 attack.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because, I about to say, it usually is, but I think it might have changed because of the fact that the wasabi might have came first.
Maybe. It could
Because
also
wasabi
be
was
a
in base
thing
game.
where... Yeah. It could have also been a thing where, like, he more or less meant that the Octoshot, like the actual ones that are being used by the enemy Octolings is based off of the wasabi, whereas the replica is based off of the 10 attack.
Yeah, probably,
That could
most
be
likely.
That'd be my guess anyway. Man, your DPS is low.
Yes, it is.
Fine.
I'm using a shooter. What do you expect?
It's a good shooter. I like the Octoshot.
Yeah, it just has no object damage. It's like none.
No. It's a
So
10
good, though.
attack. I don't know what you expect.
More, apparently. Yeet!
Do you expect it to be your baby, the Kenza?
No, because it's arguably worse. in some ways. Ooh, armor.
God, just imagine, like, tomorrow at the Nintendo Direct, they're like, hey, we're doing a
Third
content
kits.
refresh for Splatoon 3, and they add fucking Kenza. I will be so mad.
I would cry, because I'm like, why did you do this to me after I used all my Sheldon licenses? Except the order ones. I still have those, I guess.
Yeah.
And even then, you
Well,
still
as
get them
long
when
as
you
they
level
don't
up.
add too many weapons, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, even then, you get them every time you level up anyway, so it's fine.
They just reveal Splatoon 4 is coming out in an hour.
The direct isn't even today. It's like, what, tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Which, that's hard to believe, because I learned about that when I told you about it.
Yeah, last night.
Yeah. Like, I don't even think I had a news article in my Google feed about it. I was, like, looking up Switch 2 stuff to see if we had any more information or anything, and then it was just like, hey, there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, and I was like...
Yeah, probably not. Press
No,
X it
there
out.
isn't.
Yeah, press X it out, and then all of a sudden, just, huh?
Yeah, I guess we are gonna talk about this now. Why not?
No, we might as well.
Because
We already started.
my line of thinking was basically this: it both would and wouldn't make sense, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a big thing with Nintendo is it's a couple things in the post 2019 Nintendo, because I noticed that this Switch happened in 2019. The Switch didn't happen in 2019, but the switch from the Nintendo that we knew to Nintendo now happened in 2019. A lot of things have changed. They've become a lot more one track, you know, where, like, you've seen this. They promote whatever's coming out next, and even if they have a much bigger release on the horizon, they will not talk about it as long as they've already got something coming out sooner.
Yeah.
You know? Like, my favorite example of this is, unironically, Donkey Kong and the fucking Switch 2. Donkey Kong and the Switch 2. The Switch 2 was a footnote that month. And it's so funny because it's the Switch 2. And Nintendo was so focused on Donkey Kong.
Conky Kong.
The Switch 2 reveal basically just felt like it was done out of obligation. Be careful, you only have one life.
Thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome. I figured you probably needed it.
I did. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Genuinely stick to range. Octoshot has not a great amount of range, but it's still a gun.
Yeah. Well, actually kind of helps a little bit
That
anyway.
didn't look I mean, that has too much airtime, so. But, anyway. So, like, not only are they, like, very, one-track minded now, but it's also, like, they're very literal, too, where if they say, like, if they don't say that they're gonna talk about games, it's safest to assume they're not gonna talk about games, you know?
Double chip.
Like,
Vending machine. Double chip vending machine. Double chip.
do the vending machine. You
I'm
need
about
a
to say
life.
it's
Do the
floor
vending
9. It's floor 9. I need the extra life because I'm about to fight a fucking boss. So I should probably take the vending machine since it's a boss for it after this.
Yeah. But here's what Nintendo has to say about the April 2nd Direct on their website. Nintendo Direct and Nintendo Switch 2 4/2/2025 will air on Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025 at 6 a.m. PDT, offering a closer look at Nintendo Switch 2. They don't talk about games at all. So they're not going to talk about games. It's like all the people being like, oh, they're going to talk about Mario Kart 9, and they're going to talk about Breath of the Wild Remastered. Man, your color palette looks like shit.
Yeah, here's what it actually looks like.
No, not your palette. I'm talking about your Inkling.
Yes.
Your
Pink.
Octoling. Why did I say
Yeah,
Inkling?
pink and orange. Do you think I should go with Kraken or stick with Splashdown?
I'd stick with Splashdown because it has a bigger AoE.
Yeah, I was a bigger AoE and it's a better panic button than Kraken.
Also, yeah, it's faster. Kraken has unironically
Casting.
fucking casting time. But yeah, you know, it just felt weird, but it was also like, well, I mean, the last time Nintendo revealed a new console, they had fucking E3 like a month before, so, you know, oh, it's parallel canon, nice.
Yeah, but I was praying for parallel canon. I just didn't want it to be ball. It's canon.
Yeah. But, you know, Nintendo has stated about the tomorrow's Direct, which again is hard to believe that I'm talking about a Direct tomorrow. It's been
Tomorrow,
so
as of
fucking
us
long.
recording this
since
anyway,
I've been
probably
able to say
by the
that.
time this is posted, it'll either be happening or has happened.
I mean, it's happening at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
You usually upload at 12, so.
Yeah, it depends. I have therapy at 10, so I actually will be up earlier than that. So.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, like, it'll probably have already concluded by the time the video goes up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Direct usually go for like an hour max.
Yeah.
But they said that they're not talking about Switch 2, so that's going to be interesting. I was kind of hoping that they would when I heard about this last night. Not in the sense of like, oh, I want to know about all the exclusives. I more or less meant like, will Breath of the Wild get a slight enhancement for Switch 2, or will that not be happening? You know. But those are Switch 1 games, so maybe they'll talk about that. Hey, good job, you did it.
Dev diary moment.
But you know, we'll see what happens. I don't think we're gonna get any like really new game reveals. Maybe we will. I think it'll mostly just be updates.
Most
Who knows?
likely.
Maybe we'll even see ZA.
Honestly, we probably will, because I know Nintendo, Pokemon usually dedicates time for their directs for their own games. So we'll probably at least see like a little mini trailer saying like, "Hey, ZA is coming."
Yeah, and it makes sense that they're doing a direct now anyway. Like a lot of people before this direct was officially announced were like, "Why would they do that?" You know, it's the Switch 2 direct is happening in a week.
Do I get the
You have right now.
Splat Bomb.
Your regular bomb? Yeah, go ahead. Fizzy's
Fizzy!
exploded multiple times.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking about it. Fizzy! I wanted the Fizzy. Fizzy good. Fizzy Bomb good.
Yeah, overall better.
Yeah, it's just a all it is a splat. It's a splat bomb and a curling bomb had a child, basically.
Pretty much. Ooh, splash damage.
I'm going with the Inksaber
Okay.
sub because I'm going to be using bombs a lot, so. I already have fizzy bombs because I don't like splat bombs normally because they just feel like they don't go off fast enough when I need them to. Fizzy, like, just kind of
Yeah.
toss it and it'll work. Ooh, power chips.
Hell yeah.
This fucking one.
Good luck. It's fucking golfing, basically.
Yes.
But a lot of people were saying, like, oh, it'll take attention away. Like, it won't make that many waves because everyone's going to be focused on the Switch 2. It's like, well, you are technically right. It's a Nintendo Direct. It's still going to do numbers.
Yeah,
and even then, Nintendo doesn't really care. Nintendo doesn't really care if it's going to be popular or not. The thing is, you forget, March is the end of the yearly... is basically the end of this quarter.
Fiscal year.
Basically.
Yeah, fiscal year. Yeah.
This fiscal year, thank you. I couldn't find the words. It's the end of the fiscal year. Nintendo has nothing to show because I don't think they've done any directs throughout basically this past fiscal year. Like, genuinely, I don't think they have. I'm actually going to look
homing
at the fact
it's between homing and damage distance.
Ooh.
Because I have found a lot of success using homing shots, but also damage distance since I'm trying to keep myself
I'd
at
go
range
homing.
anyway. Homing, yeah.
Homing would also help keep you at range.
Yeah, it helps me
Not
be
as
able.
much,
Helps my helps my shots be more accurate at range. It's
Yeah.
fine. If I get damage distance again and I have that as an option, there's nothing else good. I'm going with that though. Anyway, whee! Also make this easier.
Oh, wow, no, actually, yeah, they... No. Yeah. Since March of 2024, Nintendo has done 1, 2, 3, 4 directs. In this last fiscal year, they've done 4 directs.
Yeah, probably one per.
One of which was normal.
One per fiscal quarter.
Yeah, one was normal. One was for the museum. One was an Indie World and Partner Showcase. One was Super Nintendo World, and that's it. And then there's obviously tomorrow. Yeah, there's obviously the one that's tomorrow, and then the Switch 2 one are the next two.
I feel
it's
like
hard to believe that we're aware of 2 directs. Usually we just hear about one at a time.
Yeah, I think that the thing about the Switch... I think the main thing about the Switch 2 Direct is there's not going to be much talk about games. It will be hardware related, but I do think they'll at least like show off games that were already probably shown off. Like I think Mario Kart 9 will probably be shown off tomorrow, and basically said, "Hey, this is the thing about the Nintendo. This is going to be a game that's available on Nintendo Switch 2." Because I don't think I think that a lot of games are either going to be backwards compatible to start and then eventually be Switch 2 exclusive, or vice versa.
Kind of like an Xbox One series situation.
Yeah. Or any game that's available on Switch 2 is available on Xbox One, or is available on Switch 1. But after a while, they'll start becoming Switch 2 exclusive, or there'll be games that are Switch 2 exclusive that will later down the line be compatible on Switch 1.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Mario Kart 9 tomorrow. I think it'd be cool. It'd be a little bit weird because that's very much, that'd be a good jumping off point for the Switch 2. Maybe it'll only be on Switch 2 for a while. Who knows? I would do Armor Drop.
Yeah, just the danger is really what kind of was pushing me away and going homing, but I'll probably do Armor for the...
Armor's too useful. It's just too useful.
Please don't, just for the love of God, please don't be no items. Just please.
Hey, you get pearls.
Yes. Okay, it's this one, okay.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, there's good.
Out of everything that you can get, this is one of the easiest ones.
Yeah, let's say if it was Arpeggio Barrage, I would have been doomed.
Oh, yeah.
Or the stronger. Oh, hello. You are much more scary now.
It's fine. It's fine. But, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. They have not said anything about doing any games at the Switch 2 Direct. Maybe they will.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like it's. I think what they're probably gonna do is gonna be a thing. They're not gonna be showing off any new games. They're probably just gonna be showing off the hardware and the things that Switch 2 can do, using games that were shown off at the Direct tomorrow, or just in general games that are already on Switch 1 that are gonna be available on Switch 2 with an upgrade of some kind.
Yeah.
Like that's the way I see them doing it.
My personal thought that's going to happen is this. Tomorrow's Direct says that they won't be talking about the Switch 2. I think what that means is they're going to essentially say, oh yeah, here's an update coming to Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Splatoon 3, or whatever, that gives them Switch 2 enhancements, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
You know, I think they mean they're going to be, like, if they talk about the Switch 2 tomorrow, they're going to talk about it in terms of how Switch 1 games are affected by it.
Yeah.
You know? But I feel like for the actual Switch 2 Direct, it'll be similar to the Switch presentation and the first look at Nintendo Switch, where essentially they didn't really talk about games. They just kind of showed games that we already knew about, and we kind of got previews of games, you know, without getting trailers. You know, like in the first look at Nintendo Switch, part of that trailer, part of the trailer, you can see a woman playing Super Mario Odyssey before we knew about it. So, and the same was true in the Switch presentation. And we weren't told what Mario Odyssey was either time, so we just knew it was a new 3D Mario game. Same thing with Breath of the Wild. I mean, we already knew what that was at the time because it was at E3 2016. But Poison Ink.
I was say I'm leaning more towards poisoning, and mainly covered as being double chip, but that can be kind of detrimental.
Yeah.
You only have so many slots.
Yeah, I would wish you could do both, because Poison Ink plus 2 slots of main ink coverage is like, that'd be pretty good. But can't always get what you want.
Yes.
But yeah, I sincerely doubt that we're gonna get any like new game reveals. It's probably just gonna be maybe talking about some further games that have already been revealed. Like one game in particular, that given a certain Steam page being updated.
How did I know? Because I was thinking of it too. It's like, watch them just talk about Silksong.
Here's the thing, and a lot of people don't know this. Nintendo was Team Cherry's springboard for Hollow Knight.
Yes, it was. Wasn't it first released on Nintendo Switch?
I believe so. Yes.
Here to this angle.
Yeah, random pauses in the conversation. Like I said, I am sick. So sometimes I need to do a sick thing, and I'm muting my mic to make sure no one gets grossed out.
Yes. Sneezes are one thing. Coughing when you sound like you have your lung is falling out of your mouth is another.
Yeah, this one has hurt it. It's bad. She's heard it. It's bad. But I think Silksong is actually pretty likely. Like, I definitely became a doubter for a while there because they ignored the anniversary, but I think the fact that the Steam page has been updated, and especially the fact that it's talking about NVIDIA, which is also relevant because guess who manufactures the Switch's chips? NVIDIA. It's kind of like these two things happening so close together, Steam page updates and a surprise in Nintendo Direct. It's like, maybe you'll get Silksong. And even then, it was already a whole thing where Silksong devs were kind of hinting at April 2nd, you know?
Yeah.
So it's very much like a lot of things seem to be happening with Silksong around this time, and now there's a Nintendo Direct. Ooh.
The thing is, it's like, this is what we do. Just talk about main ink coverage, but it's like, hindrance damage. Hindrance damage.
Slowed by your ink or toxic mist. You don't have toxic mist.
Yeah, but still. It's
I mean,
basically
poisoning
climate
and main coverage basically do the same thing.
Yeah, I might as well just do main coverage then.
Yeah, it's basically the same effect. You just
Yeah.
uses something you already have. But I'm sorry, I'm just like
No, you're right.
barreling through and talking about Nintendo.
It gives it. I mean, hey, it gives the viewer something to listen to while I basically throw myself at this thing. So
Yeah, true. Plus, I just want to talk about this anyway, so it's probably kind of good for my throat a little bit, maybe. I'm gonna pretend it is and see how far that gets me.
there you go. Gotta think positive.
Yeah. I believe it or not, I try to. It doesn't really work out most of the time, though.
Feel that.
Yeah. But I think it's possible that we'll see Silksong. I think that'd be really cool.
High chance,
It's too much coincidence. It's too much coincidence for it to not happen. Even Xbox was talking about Silksong, like vaguely, but they were talking about it.
They basically said they were excited for Silksong to come out. It's like, yes, are you going to host anything about it? He's gonna tell us it's coming out.
I mean, I think they can't, because Silksong, much like Hollow Knight, is very much like, it's not a Nintendo thing. Nintendo didn't help with the development, but they
Yeah,
did.
it's
like,
indie. It's indie.
Yeah, they put Silksong in the Direct. Silksong, or not Silksong specifically, but Silksong and Hollow Knight were both like very much Nintendo things and hyped by Nintendo, and it's like Nintendo's got their hands in there. There's so much going on there that it's like they kind of have to reveal it tomorrow. Reveal it, talk about it. It's already been revealed. Yeah, armor drop. Good plan. But we'll see. I've definitely got some hopes. My main hopes are related to what I said before about getting updates for existing Switch games, like compatibility updates. I saw a lot of people saying that you just got armor drop, so I would say
damage distance. Yeah.
Yeah. I would go for disc piece, but I don't think rigorous is a good idea right now.
No.
Given it's floor 19.
It's the cursed floor.
I know, right?
Don't take damage. That's a very good. That's a very good bit of advice. Don't take damage.
This one's not hard. This one's not hard. This one's easy. I'm assuming you've done this one before.
Yeah.
This one's easy as hell. But, dude, when the Switch 2 was revealed, a lot of people were like, and they're gonna reveal Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom remastered for $70 each.
No.
And it's like, I don't think they're gonna do that.
The thing is, Nintendo's scummy. I don't think they're that scummy.
Yeah, they're inconsistent now. Because beforehand, Nintendo fucking hated re-releasing games. And now, Nintendo hates re-releasing games for anything less than $60. Unless they're Metroid Prime Remastered. You know?
Yeah. And even I think that was at the incessant of retro more than anything.
Probably. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if making that in the first place was just Retro's idea. And they were just like, hey, we remade it. And Nintendo was like, alright, fucking release it. We're not gonna stop you.
Too close. Too close.
It's fine. It wasn't that hard. Alright, boss time.
Call it. What do you think? Baller.
I want to say Synchronous Rondo again. It's gonna be Pinging Miracle. I know it is.
If please, it would be so funny if it's spin. Please be spin. Please be spin. Yes! It's spin.
I should have gone with my gut.
Spin.
My gut was telling me Asynchronous Rondo. I should have gone with my gut. This is like, there's something eldritch about this boss in particular. I don't know what it is. Like you see it, right?
Yeah, it's very odd.
Yeah, it's like, it's vaguely terrifying.
Rotate.
Probably because there's just fucking eyes everywhere encased in little orbs. Yeah, I think if anything, they would push updates to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe we get remasters, I don't know. But they seem hesitant on doing remasters anyway. So, we'll see. One of my biggest hopes is a content refresh for Splatoon 3. Yes. I don't think we're ready for Splatoon 4 yet. Like, I think Splatoon 4 would be awesome.
I
don't
think it's
think
too
we're
soon.
ready for Splatoon 4 yet. Yeah. Like, a content refresh would be the way to go. Speaking on Metroid Prime Remastered, I think now would be a good time to maybe release those oft talked about other two Metroid Prime games that have yet to see a remaster.
Please, I want to see experience the entire story of Prime before Prime 4.
It just makes sense, and they've been rumored for years. Like, why would they just remaster the first one?
Since the first one, yeah.
No, not even just since the first one was remastered. The idea of them remastering all three Primes has existed since Prime 4 was announced. Like, that's been a rumor for a really long time, almost as long as the Switch 2 has been a rumor. Or the Switch Pro, back when we thought that's what it was going to be.
Yeah, I know. It's with Prime 1 remaster coming out, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, this is the perfect time for them to do the Prime remaster, effectively a Prime remaster trilogy."
And it is. Haven't done it yet. My biggest hope, unironically, is for Silksong. I know I was talking about it earlier already, but I want to see it. I do. Like, there's too much coincidence for it to just not be there. It wouldn't make sense. Beyond that, I can't really think of any new reveals or anything that we get.
Yeah, I can't really, other than like maybe a Mario game, like another 3D Mario. I hear nothing.
Yeah.
Or maybe another Smash. Even then, I think that would be. I still think that's like post Switch 2's actual launch day. That was a little stressful. What we got there?
Hell yeah. It's difficult to think within the confines of this is going to be Switch 1 focused, you know?
Yeah, like, if it's Switch 1 focused, it's like, yeah. Nope, nope. Like, I'm taking the free floor. Nope, I'm taking the free floor.
You've gotten farther than I did now. Fuck you.
Well, the thing is, I'm not using minimum hacks. I'm only using 2.
True, I was using none, so.
Definitely. And I could do this and then get
the other one
still. Splash damage.
Ooh. That would be good for physical bombs.
I was about to say, yeah, I don't know if that applies to splash damage, but I might as well just get it.
It affects explosions.
Yeah, so maybe it'll affect splash damage? Who knows? I'll take it, regardless. I don't know if
splash damage counts as an explosion. It's good for fizzy bombs either way, because again, those explode multiple times, so you're effectively doing more damage per explosion. Like, that's good.
Do I take the risk with danger or go with ink attack size?
I'd go with sticky ink.
Yeah.
It's good to keep enemies off you.
Yeah, plus the danger will basically just appear on more levels if I don't deal with it now, so.
That's true. I'm not trying to lead you to danger. I'm just like, oh, you'll be fine.
Please just be ink coverage. Please just be ink coverage. Okay, good. Because you can get 2. I've gotten ink coverage and blindness, so that's poor,
I know.
So it's not that bad.
I think that's what I got the first time I did danger level.
Okay.
Well, that was fast.
Yep. Our critical health. This. Let's hope I didn't get to that little top before I could do anything, but I guess not.
Hey, maybe they'll finally announce GameCube for Switch Online.
They just skip GameCube and they fucking go to DS. Fucking hilarious.
Really funny.
Or Wii.
I mean, it has been theorized that they're going to do DS because of the Switch 2 has two USB-C ports, one on the top, one on the bottom. So people have
Yeah.
theorized that they're going to release another screen. And,
Yeah, like the second. Yeah, I've actually seen concept art of that too. Like not official, but like.
Yeah. I would be so into that though. Like, genuinely,
Yes.
I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Just imagine like Mario Maker 3 with the two-screen peripheral. That'd be great.
Better
Going
idea.
back to how it
Imagine
looked like
Pokemon
it.
Platinum.
I know. Imagine Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers
Yes!
of Sky, Time, and Darkness.
Yes! Please, I want a remake of it. It's so goddamn bad. I'm coping, but I want it. I just want it. Give it to me, Nintendo.
They just finally put Samus Returns on Switch.
That'd be so funny.
That'd be great.
Sticky ink again?
I would love that. Splat Ink Recovery.
Oh yeah, true. Getting kills will give me some
Good.
ink, yeah. I have only 3 more slots left, and I have...
You have quite the diverse palette.
Yeah, I have quite the diverse palette. However, I am almost out of slots.
You'll be fine. Oh god. I hate this level. I don't know which one it was. I know you can know what the terrain will look like by looking at the name, but I don't remember what they all mean. I used to know some of them, but... Yeah, I hope the direct's good. Just watch they like push a final system update to the Switch and finally add more themes other than basic white and basic black. That'd be so
Dude,
funny.
They add red. They add red and blue.
Like at the very last possible second, they're like, "Oh, by the way, after fucking how long has it been?
Years?
8 years now.
Good lord.
2017.
The fact that the Switch is almost became retro before the Switch 2 even was shown off is depressing.
Oh yeah, I know. But it has staying power. You can give
True.
it that at least.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. It's just like, damn, guys, come on.
Oh god, I just realized one of my biggest hopes for the Switch 2 now. I hope it's compatible with old docks. It probably won't be, but now I hope it is.
Yeah.
I've like 4 of these things. What am I gonna do with them? I could probably sell them. Silk Song is trending on Twitter, by the way.
Of course it is. It's a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Okay, you know the Razor Kraken kitties that I have?
Yes.
Apparently, those exist, but they're Gengar themed.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. Damn, they look nice. And yes, I own Razor Kraken kitties for the everyone at home.
I don't know what to do here. I'm thinking ink attack size or ink bottle drop.
I would say ink bottle drop because it sounds crazy, but one of my biggest concerns right now is you running out of ink. So
That's what got me killed. That's what got me my 1 death earlier, so.
yeah.
And getting cornered. Oh, it's this one. Nah, it's not that bad.
I mean, having no ink makes you easier to corner anyway, so.
Kind of pushed the ball out of the way, but it's fine. It's doing damage.
It's fine, you don't have a time limit. You just take your time with this. That's a big thing with side order, is more often than not, you don't actually have a time limit. You can just take your time. It'll be a lot easier.
Okay. I think I had armor then. Let's do this.
Toxic Mist.
Yes.
Where did that come from?
One of the little, like, conch shell looking motherfuckers.
Oh, right, I forgot they could do, like, different bombs.
Mainly, it's only Splat and Toxic Mist that I've noticed.
Because I wouldn't say those are conch shells, those are more clams.
Yeah, but, yeah, that's what I meant clams. I just meant shells in general.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Vending machine! Take the vending machine! Just gonna take the vending machine and move on. I know there's men piercing there, but which I really like, but nope, take the vending machine. When in doubt, vending machine. When in doubt, get myself a fizzy.
That's what I just did. Oh. You want to trade it for fizzies, though?
No. Oh, no, I'm taking that for sure. I'll take the pearls. Fizzies are too good.
No
I like
bombs.
first bombs. First bombs are good. Fizzies are better.
Fizzies are, like, probably the most, what is the word I'm thinking of?
One of the most versatile.
Yes. Thank you. One of the most versatile things.
Like how sprinklers
Yeah,
use. Sticky ink, presumably.
Hold on. What do you have on Pearl Drone right now for, like, abilities?
Nothing. I have Killer Whale. That's it.
I figured. Okay. Drone Gauge Charge would not help at all then. I mean, it would, but not much.
I think Sticky Ink's is best here. It's the last ship I can get.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The last chip I can use, and then from here it's just pearls, which means it doesn't matter. It's just pick the level that's easier. Don't move it. I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna do? Stop me?
Yes. I'm gonna take away your money. And add more to your debt.
Add more to the debt that hasn't had a dent in it. There are 3 snipers here. Good fucking Christ. Hello, goodbye.
Yeah. Welcome to near the end of the game.
Nope. Heal, damn it! Heal! Fucking Christ! I couldn't move! I couldn't fucking move! The snipers are so fucking annoying. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well.
Damn.
Well.
Floor 26. You're better than me.
Let's see how many pearls I got from that. 125. I don't have enough to recover. There's no way I have enough to be able to continue.
I don't think you can recover from this.
Let's find out anyway. Nope.
Yeah, no, you straight up can't.
Pain. Just pain. We go again. I'll cut out these runs, but we'll go again.
Do it again.
If I cut it out, I mean, I'm just gonna pause it, and then when we get to floor 26, I'll unpause it again. We are back on floor 26, and I have decided to say, after what, like 2 or 3 more runs, I said, fuck it, I turned on everything.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Just because I want to beat it. Don't take damage, that's good advice.
I'm still here, by the way.
Yes.
Watching you suffer. Halfway there.
Yep. Gotta go to that one over there. I have my special, so I can just kind of go in and do this.
And you got your special again. Nice.
Yep. You can see this. I can't special drop on, and it makes it.
Yes, I told you that was a good idea.
Yep.
It's OP as hell with triple slash. Okay, be careful. Be careful.
We're good.
Be careful.
We're good. We're good. I had armor. We're fine.
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Get me up.
And stop.
There we go. A little risky there, but I pulled the can special. I'm like, give it to me! Give it to me!
Fair enough.
Okay.
Alright. On to the big 2-7.
Oh, you fucking joking. No. No. Just skip it. Go
You're
away.
gonna get rigorous again.
I got one.
Never
Got
mind.
one.
Alright.
This is the one I think it is.
At this point, I can't really offer advice. Just do whichever one you think is gonna be the best.
Yeah, I like zone ones because they should be easier. There's only 2 more. 2 more. Okay, it is this one. Yippee!
This was the penultimate level of my first ever run, like my first ever almost complete run through the tower, and this was the one that killed it.
Okay, yep, that's what I get for trying to be greedy. Alright, we're halfway there, though. Gives you a nice
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They think dying's
Like
a good thing in this scenario.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, but I was thinking, like, you might just want to die because you hit the halfway point. And, like, it seems like at this point you're fucked.
Got it. That one's a lot
Hell
easier when you
yeah,
have
dude.
Pearl. That one's a lot easier when you have Pearl Drone helping you out, but when you don't, it's like, oh.
Yeah. It's the penultimate level. You're gonna get hard no matter what.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, I'm trying to at least get like something easier like this. Because usually divided like means it's 2 zones. I'm like trying to avoid doing 2-zone ones if I can.
Yeah.
This one's easier.
Man, you've done this one a couple times this run, haven't you?
Yep.
I was gonna say splash down right on top of him.
Oh, so that was too satisfying
Do it
not
again.
to.
Do it again. Yeah.
Again! I'm like Bucky in Marvel Rivals. Again! Again! Okay. This is a smart thing. Of course, I pushed it into an area where I can't hit it from this angle. Oh, hello.
That could have gone poorly.
It almost did.
Yes. There you go.
Splash down! Splash down! Splash down!
Man, I guess I thought ahead by suggesting the
Yep.
special drop.
Hey, over here, it's pallet. Alright. Okay, it's gonna be probably
Here
a
we
lot
go.
harder. Here we go.
Good luck. This is gonna be my first time seeing this version of the fight.
Oh, yeah, you haven't seen it
Because
since
like I said, I
updated.
did this pre-patch. Yeah. Which, it's weird to say that I did something pre-patch. Because usually pre-patch would mean it was harder at launch. But
Technically,
no.
it was.
Was it?
It's just now because they've balanced a lot of the hacks to be a little bit more easier. You finally bought me that pallet. You can reconfigure 8's pallet, and there's nothing you can do about it. After that pallet will be over, I got a toy wheel on this time. 8, take that pallet of yours and come out with everything you have, please. We're gonna set this whole thing for good. I love this character so much. Because it's just... Small thing turns into this. Last order. I never got my order of fries, though. Where's my fries?
Right here.
Alright. No unique music. Wasn't expecting anything, but... Thought maybe it would have been something a little unique.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, unlike the big final challenge of Octo, there's nothing really all that special about this.
You can see what I mean, though, they made it a little bit more difficult. They add more variety to the enemies in here. It used to just be, like, the basic stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. They're gonna grab that armor, then.
It feels like you're doing more damage to the portals, though.
Oh, yeah, so that main firing speed and... Oh, hello, you're new. You don't usually spawn in here. Die.
I only knew for taking out that guy fast. That would have been a problem.
Yeah, no, that's why that last floor was so hard. That, Splat Zone floor was so hard. Because, again, usually when you have Pearl Drone, it kind of compensates for all the missiles. But... I also gotta remember that I have, like, maximum damage boost on, so...
Oh, yeah.
So now we should be getting... Yeah, we should be getting the Reef Sliders and Killer Whale now. Effects.
It's a Stingray.
Yeah. Well, Killer Whale Stingray,
Different.
it's effectively the same thing.
Stingray does more damage.
Yes. Being a Reef Slider. Oh wow, there's a lot of can't special lightness over here I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I didn't see him either.
It was probably because it was from the portal explosion.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about. Thankfully, oh, wow, alright.
Reef Slider.
Yeah, thankfully I was about to say, Order does kind of give, does do a text-based tell whenever a certain attack's about to go off.
Sometimes, but sometimes it's not accurate.
No, they've changed so that it actually will do it every single time now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because it said Sharky's its feeding time, and then Reslider started flying at me. So.
Yeah, I've had him say the Patui one, and then it's instead of being the ink, it's fucking Stingray.
Yeah. Marina gave me the heads up for Stingray. Wow, okay, that attack lasted longer than it usually does.
Stingray lasts for a lot longer than that usually. What are you talking about?
Well, no, in the it lasts longer in the final fight. In the repeat fights, it's 5 seconds.
Oh.
I've done this for so
So
long.
that
I've
was less
timed it.
than 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was about 7 seconds. A little bit longer. That's sharks. Thankfully, I'm also because of the way I'm doing this fight, I'm manipulating the enemy cap as well.
What do you mean?
You can only have so many enemies on screen at a single time. So as long as I keep them behind me, whenever I go to a new portal, it'll only be able to spawn like 1 or 2.
Nice. I guess they don't even go for the portal, just go to somewhere safe.
Thankfully, I know the cooldown time between attacks, so I had enough time to at least deal some damage before Oric doing the attack. That I'm dealing with right away. Oh, I'm not. Never mind. That'll help. Don't get the big explosion, so it doesn't kill everything around it, but it's fine. Skeet. But it gets rid of the reef slider there, so that's fine.
It wasn't a brief slider.
It looked like it was. Oh, yeah,
No, he was shooting ink.
That's reef slider. Of course, you have to get the stationary one in this fight, in this phase. Jump. Thankfully, it only stays in the middle, but they raised it pretty big. Okay, yeah, the attacks are getting longer because of the fact that I'm in this fight for too long.
Yeah.
I think the attack window is getting shorter. Or, longer, rather, too. To compensate. Thankfully, that initial first part of the attack doesn't do damage anymore.
Fucking good. Because it used to, and it used to break your armor in like one hit.
Yeah, I think it does like the bare minimum now.
Mm-hmm.
Border doesn't heal like the portals do, so I can kind of just...
A single burst bomb.
Yeah, just...
You basically had him on the floor dying, and then spit on him and he turned into dust.
That should do it! Reconfigured 8's palette. Bet you'll breathe easier now. That's it, how you speak. I mean, you folks beat me as fair and square. You know, it's gotten real and even small because throwing in the towel. Remember, there's gonna be a place to save Octolings, just like Moina wanted. So much for the dreams of everyone who wanted a place for order. But hey, sticking around as the big boss of the Spire won't be so bad. Aw, Small-esque. I've got a little twilled when you come up here again and again. I'm not keeping that voice going for the rest of this.
No, yes, you are.
In the wheel world, please. I love this small child. It's small and adorable, and I want to protect it. But if you want to make me smile sometimes, come back to play with me.
I like how you were like, nah, I'm not doing that voice. And I just told you, yes, you are.
And then I did it anyway. And...
You did it.
69! 69
Perfect.
pearls! Nice!
Your score is 68-67. So... You got the Octo Shot.
And the Reminiscent Mediator. Well done reconfiguring the palace. This really does wrap everything up. Way to go, 8. The rule's got nothing to worry about, but maybe we should go say have Smallest now and then. I gotta get all the stuff in there, so yeah. I'm not done here yet, but in terms of everything else, I am done. Good lord. Alright.
You had more hacks than even I did.
Yeah. There's only one more thing I need to do, the last 3 Dev Diary stuff. From 8, or Oct. Hey Marine, I found these old photos, saw you'd get a kick out of them. You were so talented and hardworking those days. Me, I was always slacking off at cutting class. I know I got to know the inside of the instructor's office pretty well. Every lecture was the same. You used to be diligent and dedicated, like a true Octarian. I heard so many times that it turned to white noise. I wonder how she's doing now. This is cute. I love this. I love this a lot. You can see Oct way in the back there. Not paying attention whatsoever. From Oct. Hey Marina, this is the only photo of I can't English. This is the only photo of the two of us together. You were recruited for an elite position in an Octavia unit after this was taken, right? I think I remember hearing that. I ended up handling security behind the scenes. Could have been worse. Going to the front lines was too much like work. I just never returned the records I borrowed from you, but then you've got the ones I lent you, so it'll balance out. Looking at this, I still remember wondering if you weren't going to get in trouble hanging out with a slacker like me. So imagine my surprise if I ended up cooking up some sick tracks, trying to even an elite newer way around some decks. That's adorable. I love this. Hey Oct, or hey Marina, you can guess the chaos your desertion caused. I ended up without much to do except make music. You remember that club way down in the lowest levels of the base? I DJ'd there for a long time since I knew it was the one place where brass wouldn't be caught dead. As time went on, I got more and more into it to the point where music was all I thought about. Honestly, that whole period of my life is kind of a haze. But thanks to getting sucked into the world of order, I caught up with you again, so maybe it was such a bad thing. After all, I found my way to the surface. I'm back to making my kind of music. Here we go again, right? If you ever up for it, we should jam. P.S. Consider me an off-the-hook fan. I found a record I think Pro would like, so I'll send it over later. Give my best to 8. Aww. Man! I want more Ox lore, god damn it.
Yeah.
More! Give me... Nintendo, give me more! Oh yeah, for the sake of transparency, it's showing all the things I failed. Yeah.
It was fun.
I like how 2 of my deaths because I fell off the edge. That's great. But I gotta get not all of the gear in here, but I just gotta get the gear, these 4 things, which isn't that bad.
I think I have all 4 of them now. I don't remember. I know I have the Pearl Drone plush as effectively the big reward of this one. Because while the Octoshot's great, don't get me wrong, I prefer gear to be a big final reward just because it's something that I can always use. So.
Yeah, I love that you do have these little bits of info from Smallest for each palette. That's great.
Oh yeah.
That's everything. And now to go do one very important thing. Get all of my rewards. Get all of my rewards.
Beat it without any hacks.
No.
Beat it without any hacks.
No.
Beat it without any hacks.
Nah.
Yes. Bye, Marie.
I know, I'm sorry, Marie, but I don't have the Grizzco one yet, so I can't get, not the Grizzco, the Mystic Grizz one yet, so I can't put that one in place of the Triumvirate.
Yeah, you should do that one next.
How'd you know that's what's next? I have to work on grinding that out. And then
and you'll do Inner Agent 3 one day.
Someday. Maybe before Splatoon 4 comes out.
Maybe. Oh, there they are.
God, so much! Good lord! Stop! Okay, good, we're done. We're done. Everything's done. There's too much. Oh my god. And the most important thing, this is a little cursed, the Inkling with an Octoshot. It's fine.
Yeah, that's weird. Why do you have that? You're an Inkling.
But hey, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more weapons to get Sheldon licenses with. That's fine.
And you'll be doing that instead of Inner Agent 3.
Yes, and then I have to get a golden toothpick for a game I'm not playing anymore.
Yeah. For fuck's sake, do Inner Agent 3.
I've been working on it. It's very difficult.
We're on the dawn of Splatoon 4. Splatoon 4 could be revealed tomorrow. What'll you do then? It won't be, but it could be.
Anyway, enough of me having ADHD and not ending the video. Do you have anything you want to say to the wonderful people at home?
Stay healthy, wear a mask. Beat Inner Agent 3. Kitsune, for fuck's sake. I've been waiting for so long.
You say that like I give a fuck!
You do?
Don't. The only thing I want out of Inner Agent 3 is the prestige of doing it. And even then, it's not worth my mental status.
I mean, that's true, because the game... No one plays that game anymore, but...
Yeah.
Do it anyway.
Maybe.
Your Octo Expansion series won't be complete until you do.